Part 8, Three Covenants from Jeremiah. The three covenants mentioned in part 3 were extracted from Exodus. This topic is extracted from Jeremiah. 1st of the 3rd, 71 CE to 9th of the 4th, 71 CE, 40 days. Jeremiah 36:1. And in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, the king of Judah, this word came to Jeremiah from Jehovah, saying, 67 to 71 CE was the 4th year from 67 CE, Vespasian was king. Exodus 24:12. And Jehovah said to Moses, come up to me at the top of the mountain and be there, and I will give you the tablets of stone with the law and the commandment, which I have written for their instruction. Simon and Titus went up Palatine Hill to receive 10 commandments written by Vespasian. Exodus 24:18. And Moses entered into the midst of the cloud and went up on the mountain. And Moses was on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. 1st of the 3rd, 71 to 9th of the 4th, 71 C, 40 days. Jeremiah 36:2. Take a scroll book and write on it all the words which I have spoken to you concerning Israel and concerning Judah. Vespasian instructed Simon and Titus to write their 10 commandments. Jeremiah 36:3. Perhaps the house of Judah will listen to all the evil which I intend to do to them, so that they may turn each one from his evil way, that I may forgive their iniquity and their sin. Vespasian hoped Jews would accept Roman law. Jeremiah 36:4. Then Jeremiah called Baruch, the son of Neriah, and Baruch wrote from the mouth of Jeremiah all the words of Jehovah, which he had spoken to him on his scroll book. Both Simon and Titus wrote their covenants. Jeremiah 36:18. Then Baruch said to them, he read to me all these words from his mouth, and I wrote with ink in the book. Vespasian dictated the 10 commandments, Roman law, to Titus. Titus wrote it down. Jeremiah 36:20. So they went to the king in the court, and they had deposited the scroll in the chamber of Elishama the scribe, and they reported all the words in the ears of the king. Roman officials put the 2 covenants in the king's court. Jeremiah 36:21. Then the king sent Jehoiakim to get the scroll, and he took it from the chamber of Elishama the scribe. And Jehoiakim read in the ears of the king and in the ears of all the princes who stood by the king. Vespasian sent Titus to get both scrolls. Simon read his covenant to Vespasian and all officials. Jeremiah 36:22. Now the king was sitting in the winter house, and the fire of the brazier was burning before him. Vespasian was sitting by the fire in the palace. Jeremiah 36:23. And as Jehoiakim would read 3 or 4 columns, the king would cut it out with a scribe's knife and throw the pieces into the fire which was in the brazier, until the whole scroll was consumed in the fire which was in the brazier. Simon read the 4 commandments to Romans. It was Jewish law. Vespasian threw Jewish law into the fire. Jeremiah 36:24. And the king and all his servants who heard all these words were not afraid and did not rend their garments. Jeremiah 36:25. Even when Itham and Deliah and Jeremiah urged the king not to burn the scroll, he would not listen to them. Simon begged Vespasian not to burn Jewish law. Jeremiah 36:19. Then the princes said to Baruch, go and hide, you and Jeremiah, and let no one know where you are. Jeremiah 36:26. But Jehovah had hid them. Vespasian hid Simon's covenant, Jewish law. 9th of the 4th, 71C, Deuteronomy 9:15. So I turned and came down from the mountain, and the mountain was burning with fire, and the 2 tablets of the covenant were in my 2 hands. Simon had the 2 tablets of the covenant, 10 commandments, Roman law. Numbers 30, verse 1. And Moses spoke to the heads of the tribes of the children of Israel, saying, this is what Jehovah has commanded. Simon spoke to Jews. Vespasian commanded them. Nehemiah 8:8. They read from the law of God. It was God's law, not Jewish law. 2 Corinthians 3:7. The brightness of Moses' face was fading. Simon was sad. Exodus 32:19. And as soon as he drew near to the camp, he saw the calf and the dancing, and Moses' anger burned. And he threw the tablets out of his hands and shattered them at the front of the mountain. Deuteronomy 9:17. And I took hold of the 2 tablets and cast them out of my hands and shattered them before their eyes. Philippians 3:8. For his sake I have thrown everything away. I consider it as all mere garbage. Simon destroyed the 10 commandments, Roman law. Jeremiah 36:25. Even when Aham and Deliah and Jeremiah urged the king not to burn the scroll, he would not listen to them. Titus begged Simon not to burn God's law. Verses indicated that Simon was not aware Vespasian switched the tablets from Jewish to Roman law. Vespasian informed Simon that it was Roman law. The law was given to Simon on Palatine Hill. He destroyed God's law at the foot of the hill. Jeremiah 36:27. And the word of Jehovah came to Jeremiah after the king had burned the scroll, and the words which Baruch had written from the mouth of Jeremiah, saying, Simon burnt Roman law. Exodus 32:30. And on the next day Moses said to the people, you have sinned a great sin, and now I will go up to Jehovah. Perhaps I can make expiation for their sin. 10th of the 4th, 71C. Titus said to the Jews, you have sinned a great sin. Jeremiah 36:28. Take again another scroll and write on it all the former words that were on the first scroll, which Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, burned. Vespasian told to Titus to write the 10 commandments, which he had dictated to him. The first scroll was Roman law, which Simon burnt. Jeremiah 36:32. Then Jeremiah took another scroll and gave it to Baruch, the son of Neriah, the scribe, and he wrote on it from the mouth of Jeremiah all the words of the book which Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, had burned in the fire, and many more words like those were added to them. Vespasian dictated Roman law to Titus. He wrote everything in Roman law similar to Simon's 10 commandments, Jewish law, which Simon dictated to Vespasian.